Mm-mm-mm-mm. Happy Tuesday. Hey, everybody. Hey, what's up? I'm Lisa from Metamorfize.com, and I'm a mind mastery coach and breathwork practitioner. I'm not gonna, I'm gonna, it's early here. My mouth hasn't actually started moving yet. I help you turn your inner critic into your inner coach. And I also help you turn obstacles into opportunities, turn your negative thinking into positive action. Yes, dualities, because I love to look at the two sides of everything. And so everything that I talk about, everything that I do has so much to do with how do we play and dance with the two sides and the dualities of life if everything is traveling with its counterpart. And the inhale and the exhale, just like the waves of the ocean are coming in and out, how do we live our life in the ebb and flow so that we're also enjoying, you know? Hey there, everybody. So if you're joining me on any platform here, say hi. So today we're going to be talking about rebirth. It's springtime, and so I'm going to be putting together seasonal themes because for me it's really important that we use nature as a teacher. My guru, nature. Hey, Adrian. Nature is the thing to learn from and to look to. Understand. And spring has ways to look at growth and what the wisdom of spring has is such an explosive, it can be explosive. So I'm going to start to break it down over the next few weeks. And today is rebirth. Oh, hey, everyone on Facebook, drop me an icon. Let's get some spring icons. Yes, Adrian, the rose. I love it because all the weeks right now are going to have a lot of flower icons for me. They're going to have a lot of dirt and seeds and planting and cultivating and sunlight because that is what we need for growth. The metaphorical growth of the plants, but the same thing we need within ourselves. So rebirth. Okay, why are we starting here? We're as hibernation. I mean, I've actually in a very different me be in winter. I actually love winter. Every system that every season has. Spring, there are seasons until the land the way they used to live in the past. This growth, these things that are growing under the earth, and it is this sense that thing that is under there has come up towards the light to be born. So it's down under to still be alive, but it needs to come back out, rebirth itself as a new plant. Same plant, new everything, new leaves, new stem, new formation. And if we think about ourselves in the same way, we went in for hibernation. The winter had us coming in, maybe bundling up, cozying up, putting on a few pounds, maybe. Not only where we have our little situation, global situation, but the winter, there's reason for that. Our poundage, our fat has to keep us warm for the winter. But then there's this way that our body naturally wants to start shedding this skin and come out as a new you. So let's talk about that in the sense of manifesting, evolving into a new you. So this isn't just a one-time thing. This is something that we experience over and over again, this idea of rebirthing and shedding. That spring holds such a powerful energy for it that if you use the spring energy to literally spring out into it, can possibly the speed of it to bring yourself somewhere that you need to get to or want to go to or want to evolve into. So I old identities. And I was just talking with my best friend this morning. I was thinking, do we have to release the old to step into the new? And in some ways, I really do think that, yes, we do have to let go of, well, at least we need to make room for it. So whether it's a complete letting go or maybe a transformation of, might be a better thing. But all of like the Indian goddess, I think God, the Kali, which is the god of destruction and also creation, it's kind of like, can something be reborn without dying, like the whole phoenix rising from the ashes thing. And I think that the key here is it doesn't always have to be traumatic, like the destruction and the breaking down and the death. That's the maybe the self-mastery piece, is that as we learn to ourselves over and over to step into the new rebirthing and the new layers, maybe the real mastery piece here is that it doesn't have to destroy us to cycle a little smoother, to rebirth ourselves, so that we are knowing that the cycles are here. And I'm going to be covering some of the cycles and rhythms and planting the seeds and the cultivation in the next few weeks here. But today, what is your relationship with rebirth? What is it within you? If you have anything you want to share here about how you rebirth yourself and you reinvent yourself. These are other words we could use, like reinvent yourself. How do you motivate to like create big change? So if you say to yourself, you know what, I am really, really done with this pattern in my life. I'm really, really done with this habit in my life. These are the things that they start to come into, like the rebirthing of it. It doesn't always have to be, like I said, this big traumatic thing that then you have yourself wondering, how do you come back from that? Because that is also a part of life. We have massive things that happen, and then we have to, sometimes I find when the big things happen that they're sometimes easier to rebirth yourself because you have no other choice but to go forward, because that isn't a possibility anymore. But how do you tweak the knobs of the rebirthing, the small little adjustments that you might want to make in your life to awaken a new way of being? To everything that I do is always an incremental change. Make changes in your life. It doesn't happen like that bolt that comes down. It's more of a like small discipline. These are the things that, in my opinion, are about the rebirth, because the rebirth is the thing that you see possibly at the end that you have become, but there is the becoming that I think is actually way more important in some ways. Your relationship with consistency, with discipline. How do you show up for yourself on a daily? And actually, I just remembered I wanted to do a little breathing today. Let's take a moment. Let's actually, because for me, rebirth has so much to do with the awakening of our breath. Because what is birth? What is life? It is breath. So I'm going to, let's do a little breathing, and then we'll pick the tarot card for anyone who's here, and you can give me a number in the chat if you want me to pick a card for you today. This is my Osho Zen. Let's just take a moment, like maybe breath, just to like honor this idea of birthing, awakening life to a new part of us. Maybe we're something is darkness. We just need to kind of resuscitate it a little. Light. To remember that if it's under, don't give up. Give up right before the sprout comes up. You have to believe in the process and know that the breath that you're bringing it, the sunlight that it is being naturally called to follow, it's don't give up. Don't give up. I see it so many times. Good morning, unfolding into being. We are unfolding into being today through rebirthing, talking about rebirthing. So actually, we're going to take a few deep breaths right now. So get yourself into a comfortable position. And let's really just dive into the connected breath today. The connected breath is in and out through the mouth. And this really oxygenates your body. This brings the most amount of oxygen in, wakes everything up, and then we breathe it back out. Looks like this. Fill up, fill up. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Allow yourself to drop in, maybe closing your eyes for a minute, breathing in. Woo, amazing. I haven't done my breathing today, so this is so good. Allow your body to stretch. Maybe your head wants to move around. Inhaling. Exhaling. If you're just joining me, we're just doing some deep. As we inhale in through our mouth. Exhaling out. Wake up what's laying dormant. The seeds, the cells, the aliveness, bringing it to life in your body. Inhaling. You have a garden within you. All the seeds need some rebirth. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more just like this before we do our tarot reading. Inhale. Exhaling. Last one, make it the biggest one. In, breathe in, breathe in. Ready, ready, ready. Woo! Yes, yes, yes. I love it. I totally feel that. If you're feeling that, let me know. Drop me an icon or something. So, wow. Springtime. Maybe you want to write a list of things that are your sleeping identities and your next selves that you want to awaken. Maybe it's something like you want to rebirth into a healthy food and eating routine. Maybe you want to the part of you that is strong and healthy and likes to go to the gym and you're active outside. Maybe you want to rebirth a gentle awakening of your heart to open up to relationships, or if you're in a relationship, open deepening to rebirth. Maybe if you're in a relationship, sometimes they can, and you need to bring, or maybe you look at your finances and activate a new birth, spending your time to make the money, or what kind of savings or other seeds are you going to be planting for this spring energy to help it grow and birth itself into a new way of being, a new way of seeing. So if you ever need any help with any of these things, to break down plans or to talk about your vision and your goals, this is what I do. We're going to, if you set up a free vision call, we look at your life, we look at what obstacles are in the way, we create a plan. Like I mentioned in the beginning, I'm a mind mastery coach, and we also use breathwork to bring life to it. Currently, the Rise program is in, and it is powerful. We've got a whole group of people that are just blowing me away already. So right now, if you do want to work with me, the best way to work with me is through personal coaching, private coaching, and you get a lot of attention from me. I take this work very, very serious. All right. So if you're here, what's a number that you would like? And I will give you, we'll do a mini tarot reading right now. So I know that we've got Unfolding, you might be here. Adrian, you might still be here. Oh, what up, Samantha? Is that you, Vintage? No, that might not be you. All right. Let's get a number, any number. If not, I'm going to pick one. Spring to me feels like a 22 or a 33. 6, I got you. Okay, Adrian and everyone, this is our spring rebirth number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is it. The card talks about this little kid on the outside of the gate, looking at and all the fun and looking out into all of the things that are on the other side where he thinks he cannot get to. But the thing is that the little lock has been open the whole time. And the illusion that we put to ourselves, thinking that we are not able to get to that thing that we want. So as far as the rebirthing, here you go. Open the door. Just go for it. It's already there, actually. Most of the time, we just have to step into it. Most of the time, the hardest part is the starting. And we create the difficulty of, oh God, it's gonna be so hard. I mean, I gotta like break the lock. I gotta find the key. I don't know who has the key. I mean, all the stories that we start telling ourselves of why we can't have the next version of ourselves, why we can't rebirth into who we really truly want to be. And we spend a lot of time complaining about the why we can't have it, when the truth is we're actually just afraid to have it, which is fine. You're totally fine, be afraid, but then deal with the fear, not with this. This is actually just prolonging you to sit in your junk. Fear will show you where to go next. Adrian, thank you so much. Rebirthing is to go over and then see all these new things, and not he'll meet someone that challenges him or that makes him feel something new. And that's what rebirthing is. It's the new. And if anybody else wants a card, put a number in there. 13, irresistible 69. You want to be on my video, but instead if you want to pick a card or give me a number, I'll pick a card for you or anyone else that's here. So yeah, great card, Adrian. And yes, open it, go for it. There's actually, the fear stands for false evidence appearing real. It's not really there. It's just a figment of your imagination, because the reality is your relationship with fear is all you need to look at, not the fear itself. Boom. All right, unfolding, 7, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got it. All right, we've got past lives. I mean, how much more of rebirthing can we get to when we look at this card? Because all of our past lives actually are proof that we, and whatever your relationship with this concept of past lives, whether it's in this lifetime or before or after, you do you in that sense. I'm not here to try to change anyone's perspective of what they think Actually, that's not true. I am here to, I'm here to change everyone's perspective of what you think, but like, this is something that you may think, okay, let's just rewind that. Past lives is perfect for today as far as proof that we are shedding old behaviors, but you're going to be a participant of navigator of your mind. Everything has a process that you can change, which is what I teach, and you can be an active navigator of what you leave and what you step into. So this card to me is such a great reminder of the evolution that we have, and that our past lives are always here to teach us, evolve us, transform us, and move us forward. Because tick-tock, time is happening. That's something, there's a few of the laws of the universe that we can't really change. Time is happening. The sun comes up, it goes down. Gravity, something will fall. So yeah, unfolding, I say here is your opportunity, and for everyone, to remember that you just are constantly evolving, unfolding into being. And if you, in the lens of rebirthing, you're just always rebirthing. I mean, isn't it? I think our cells are regenerating every 7 years. We are, I mean, if you think about even just when we shower and we're like, our skin is shedding, there is new always. Every morning is new. Every breath is new. So this is also has these two, I think there's two lizards here that represent the masculine and the feminine, the known and the unknown, and that it's kind of actually the canal, the birth canal, and that, you know, I mean, how much more of a rebirthing. Our past lives are living within us. You know, I feel like I've been talking every time where we have our past versions of ourselves behind us, all having our back. So you are rebirthing into a new you with all of the wisdom of your past selves and your past lives, and all of it behind you. It's just, which stories do you want to have with you right now? All right, if there's anyone else here, let me check the Facebook comments. Pick a card for them. We're at our time now, so I'm going to get off in a minute if there's nobody else. And yeah, it's powerful cards here. Rebirthing, we've got the outsider, and we've got the past lives. So, and look, interesting on the coloring, rainbows and then the darkness. This is basically go for it. So if you're joining me, if you're here and you want to get into my Next Level Manifestors group, which is on Facebook, or if you're looking for some coaching, I'm available. I'll be running probably my next 30 Days to Change round soon, so that's going to be exciting. That's where we work on our discipline. All right, so happy manifesting. And I will be doing a bunch of spring themes in the next few weeks. It's going to be really fun to cultivate, to really start putting the sunshine, all of our seeds planted. So stay tuned. Reach out if you need anything. Every moment contains infinite possibilities. The entire, yes, unfolding, the entire tree lives inside the seed. I leave you with that. One love, one love. Bye.